Hello everyone, Penny here from the Junk Journal Ministry, and that's just Penny. And I told you that I was going to show you how to create this cover and the special spine design. It is a ring bound, yes, but it also has, I called it an accordion because there's also accordion spine that you can use for hinges. So here's the outside spine. This is what you see here, the outside. You can barely see it. Okay, this is what that is. This is in here. You can put a piece of cardboard down, and then this pretty paper can go on top of here, which is this right here. This can go on top of that right there. And I left a little bit of room around, if you can see. So these were designed to fit together with the page mats and the page covers and all that, the cover pages. They were designed to have little increments. So print them all the same way. Print them all on the same percentage, okay? So I have this template. Here I am showing that I'm cutting the template, and when I cut the template out, I am leaving the black lines. I am not cutting the black lines off. Now, if this had designs on it, like if it was printed on a jacket of paper, then I would cut the lines off. But since I'm using this as a template, I am not cutting the black lines off. Here I am making sure that I miter the corners of this piece. For the spine base, I'm using just a white piece of paper. I am tracing the template, and then I'll be cutting it out and mitering the corners. Here I am using the spine mat template to cut the cardboard for the spine. Next, I am going to place the spine cardboard onto the spine base, is what I guess I can call it. So I'm just making sure that I shimmy down, cut down that cardboard for the spine so that it will fit properly into the template. Now that I have the spine piece together, I am going to get my cover boards and I am going to see how it fits up to the cover boards. If I need to miter the corners, do a little adjusting, doing a little bit of trimming, I'll do some distressing, and then I will glue this spine piece to the cover boards on the inside. Once I have the spine glued in place, I am taking the burnishing tool, making sure that I give it enough time to actually hold, because if you start messing with it, the glue's not dry, it can shift on you, it can be crooked. So I'm trying to take my time here and burnish it down and give that time the cover to adhere. Now I'm doing this one differently than I did the first journal that I showed you, because this journal will actually lay flat when I am completed. I'm making sure that the corners are mitered, everything looks good, everything is down. I'm just giving it a few minutes to dry to make sure that it does stay. Here I'm going to glue the top and bottom tab of the cover spine down onto the cardboard to make sure I cover those edges. Here I am cutting the spine mat out. I printed this on cardstock. This is all ready for you. It's already printed. All you have to do is just cut it out. So here I cut it out. I printed it on 110-pound cardstock. I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to distress the edges, and then I'm going to glue it over the spine cardboard. Now I'm moving on to the outside of the spine. This is the white paper that I used. Here I'm just making sure that the spine and the cover are adhered together well and there's no separation or anything like that. For the sake of the video, I did rush, so therefore I did not allow the spine and the cover to dry before I started to, bother the spine to where it moved. Here I am using the template. Going to use the template to choose a page. I thought about using a decorative one that was already designed, but I thought that I would just use one of the papers that I printed, one of the journal papers. So I am using my template, going to trace this, cut this out. I'm going to distress it, make sure that it fits the spine well before that I glue it down. So here I am, I'm just testing it, making sure the writing is going in the right direction, making sure that that little increment that I talked about before is there where you can see the distressing. And I'm just checking to make sure the writing is like the inside cover as well. So here I'm just distressing this one, and I'm going to glue it down. Stay tuned for part 3. We'll be moving on to the accordion part or the no-sew ring bound part for the inside part of the spine. Stay tuned for part 3.